It's stroking time. Alright, so you've come to Camp Trickle Dickle in order to play the thing, and you don't know how to play the thing, or you don't know how to get started with it. Don't worry, baby. I'm here to help you out, so just sit back, relax. Alright, so you guys don't know how to play the thing, so you guys come to the tutorial, you guys have been looking for the tutorials, you can't find anything. Well, I'm here, you know what I mean? So sit back, well, fuck this shit. All jokes aside, if you guys want to learn the thing, this is the video for you. So sit back, relax, and we're gonna get started very, very soon. Right, first things first is the thing is a very, very simple character. If someone's gonna tell you that he's not a simple character, he's a very basic bones character. He doesn't need that much introduction. The most you need to be successful with this character is self-awareness of your environment. Alright, so the thing's primary fire is basically a melee. It does 80 damage per second, so pretty much it brings it in line with every other tank. So it's just punches. There's nothing special to it, it's just punches. Right, now the juicy part. So he does have two combinations of punches. He has his regular basic, which does 80, and then he has his haymaker, which does 90 per damage, and also it gives you a little 50 shield every time you use it. This shield cannot stack, unfortunately, but this does area damage, so it has a length of within like 10 meters. And it can hit multiple people. You want to be using this punch the majority of the time, but listen to me, don't only be using this punch, because I see a lot of people only use their right click punch and the enemy's like 2 health. You still want to use your left punch, okay? Most things who don't know how to play thing will use 99% of the time will use their haymaker, and then they'll just use the regular punch. No, you want to be at least 60 with the haymaker or 70, and the rest of the time you want to use the regular punch. Because if someone's 1 HP and they get fully healed up, right, you can die because they're gonna shoot you, and your dumbass you decided to use your left maker, the left shit. You decided not to use the left shit, right? And that's why you died. Okay, you got to make sure to use both. So your next ability is this dash that he has. You can either dash towards enemies, dash towards allies, dash towards Walmart. It really doesn't matter, right? And it's a really good mobility tool, but please at least have one in reserve so you don't get killed instantly. I've been in the same scenario, right, where I use all of them up completely and then you're just fucked. Don't do that, okay? Make sure you at least always have one, or like at once on a 5-second cooldown. You don't want to waste this ability, you really don't. By the way, this is post editing. I didn't realize, but I forgot to mention this. You can actually cancel your E, so all you need to do is click on an ally and then click on an enemy really quickly, or vice versa. This doesn't really come into play too much, but it's nice to have, and sometimes it does. So that's about it. Is you need to find an enemy and an ally, and they're supposed to be in close proximity to each other. You want to press E, and then right as soon as before you land, you want to press your other secondary button to go to your ally, like that. This is good for certain scenarios, especially if you fuck up on your dashes previously, or you can actually hit and then go immediately, but you must wind up your punch and you have to time this perfectly. But doing this gives the thing insane mobility, as well as you can actually combine it with the super jump to actually make it crazier. So I'll show you right now, like that. It's a little bit hard to perform. Keep in mind, this will only work if you have a enemy and an ally. This will not work if you do not have one or the other. If you're on top of a ledge or on top of a rock, this will give you a super jump. Oh hey Wanda.
Based.
Anyways guys, I'm kinda hungry. I'm gonna go grab some fried chicken real quick. If y'all want something, the vending machine is right here. By the way, the prices here are actually really cheap. So you see this vending machine, there's a bottle of water in there. It's only $20. It is considerably cheaper than a Lamborghini, so I would advise you guys to purchase it. Give me a second, let me fuck some ass real quick. Look at it! I want all of you to look at it! Alright, so the next ability is the dash, and when you use the dash, you want to pair it with your other abilities as well, so you kind of want to do a combo. And there's two main combos that I'm going to show on the screen right now that are playing. Something to note about this ability is that you're completely CC immune, so no stuns, Jeff can't eat you, anything that, for example, Emma Frost, she can't grab you out of it. For 6 whole seconds, I believe, 7, I think it's 6, you are unstoppable. Like, the only way someone can stop you is if they kill you, right? But this ability is really, really good for disruption. It's really, really good, especially if you're going against like hard counters. And we'll get that in a second. What I like doing with this ability is I like running around a little circle and being, it kind of looks a little goofy. But if you're able to boot people into the air constantly, for an example like Wolverine, the Wolverine's not going to be able to get away from you. Or anybody with super high mobility like BP, Spider-Man, if you manage to hit them with that, right? And don't just hit and then dash down unless you're doing a combo. You want to hit and keep going around a circle, because every time you go around a circle, their dash and stuff, they can't use it for 2 seconds. If you go around for the whole entire 6 seconds, you can get like 4 hits off for like a full 7, 6 seconds, 10 seconds sometimes. They're not going to be able to move at all, and that's when your team can actually kill them. 'Tis the clobbering time, his ultimate, whatever you want to call it. This thing has a lot of names. For me personally, I like saying stroking time. Basically, you have this massive shockwave that you do. It only does 100 damage, but everybody around the area where you placed your basically Reinhardt ult, pretty much everyone's stunned for 2 seconds, and you get this ult relatively back really, really, really quickly. It's not an amazing ult, I would say. Not an amazing ult at all. My number one tip for this ability is just to solo ult people with it. And yes, I know someone's gonna get mad and be like, "Oh, why are you solo ulting?" If you solo ult them, just solo ult them, okay? And like, trust me, you'll get way more value. Fuck what everyone else thinks, okay? You know when people say, "How did you solo?" You know what? Fuck them. If you solo ult with this ability, you are 100% likely more to win. What I want you to do, right? Let's say there's a Luna. She's like at 50 HP. I don't care. Solo her. 1, they're gonna feel awful. Lower morale. 2, you gotta prove yourself, right, that you're bigger than them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be the bigger rock. You know what I mean? But yeah, don't be scared to solo ult. This is 2,800 points. Luna Snow ults is like 5,000. You will get your ult unbelievably quickly if you use mainly just Haymaker. Trust me on this, okay? There's nothing wrong. Don't feel bad about it. Feel good about yourself, okay? You want to feel good. Hold up, my hands go. So, what are the characters that counter you the most this thing? He actually has quite a few counters. With tanks, we're going to be going Strange, Emma, and Groot. Strange doesn't necessarily counter you, but he can just feed off ult charge off you, so he can get his ult constantly. So that's really, really bad. Other than that though, you have a good time going against him, mainly because you're a melee character and you can hit through his shield, and then you can knock him down if he flies with your E, and you can have your dash. But that's one thing you have to note about when you're facing Strange, is you have to be very, very careful with that, because he can easily abuse that if he's a good Strange, and he can try to keep his distance and you can just feed ult charge off you. The next one is Emma Frost. Emma Frost, it's pretty self-explanatory here. She counters every single tank minus Groot and Magneto. She's really, really good against shield tanks. She's really, really good against him too. And it's mainly because you can't do anything when she choke slams you. So to avoid this, try to bait out her crystal form by going in there, and you see her pop it, use your dash, get out of there, then come back. It's a 15-second cooldown. It's kind of hard to do, but it is manageable. The last one is Groot, mainly because he can put walls up and it will screw you over with your dash, because if he puts a wall up, you can't really do much and you're kind of stuck there, and the team can easily burst you down and you don't do enough DPS to actually kill anything. So Groot heard me talking shit and he put some wood up my ass, but I might as well tell you the rest. I almost forgot to mention, but Penny and Thor are able to counter you really, really badly. Penny, because she puts a little web on you, you're not able to move for a second, and it might only be a second, but that's enough for you to not get a haymaker out, enough to put you in a bad situation. And Thor just deletes through your HP. If he's gonna do the ruining bot awakening shit, right, you're just gonna get fucked in the ass, okay? There's no way. Is he worth a ban? No. He's not worth a ban, right? It's still pretty easy to fight Thor. As long as you get a splash of heal here and there, you can kill him, no problem, especially if you ult him. It's like, oh, and he kind of sucks right now, I'll be honest. Thor's just kind of shit, but that's a different video. And for the DPS category, Punisher is a really, really hard counter to the thing, mainly because he can just get rid of all your HP, and the damage reduction really doesn't help just because you're fat as shit. If you are going to play against a Punisher, a really good Punisher, make sure you go ahead and ban Punisher, because if you know they have a good Punisher, there's like no way you're going to be able to play this character. You have to swap off. The second one is obviously Wolverine. When the thing first came out, everyone was like, he's really good against Wolverine. And while he can be really good against Wolverine about that tech I told you about, you are probably going to struggle with him at first. So it's always a good idea to ban him. But since he got nerfed, he's not going to be as cancerous, right? But you know, he's never a bad ban if you're going to play this character, you know what I mean? Until you properly learn how to counter them. The next one is Phoenix. I wouldn't say Phoenix is a super hard counter to the thing. You can easily play around her, especially if you get a 1v1 there. You could easily like destroy her pause, male pause. But if she's really good and you guys are bunched up and you guys are running like a Venom and a thing, or like two like a whole kind of thing, like you are going to struggle really badly. But she's not worth the ban. Don't go ahead. Like out of so far, you should ban Punisher. Well, you could, because since Wolverine got nerfed, he's not that hard to deal with anymore in my opinion. But also I know how to play against him. So the next character we're going to be talking about is Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl is a menace to big-bodied boys like us. Okay. Like, if you're fat, like the Thing, the Hulk, Venom, anybody who has wide hips, wide big ass, right, and everything, they get the pictorial shits, right, if you have a big character model, you're just gonna get destroyed, okay? Like, is she worth the ban? I would never ban her, in my opinion, right, just because Punisher is a better ban than Squirrel Girl, but recently I've been seeing people ban her. Like, why? Are you guys okay? Okay, and the last one for the damage class is Iron Fist. Iron Fist isn't a hard counter, but if is he getting like a splash of heal here and there, he can definitely beat you in a 1v1, right? But you shouldn't really worry too much about him, just mainly his ult. For supports, there's actually not too many people that counter you. I guess you could say Luna, but like it's just her frozen shit, and it's not that bad. The number 2 supports that can counter you are Ultron, mainly because he can just build ult charge off of you, but he's not like a direct counter, but he's the same thing as Strange, where you're just basically feeding him ult charge even if you do it unintentionally. And the next one is Adam Warlock, especially the Adam knows how to aim for the head. Like, you're just feeding him ult charge, you're feeding him his heal back, right? It isn't too bad per to say, and they're not worth banning, but it's just something to know and something you have to be careful. You could always try to 1v1 them, especially so you can knock flyers out of the sky with your E. Maelstrom of penis. I know, shocking. But anyways, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy my little amazing ass tutorial. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you share it around with all your besties, you know what I'm saying, your boyfriends, girlfriends, I don't know, your tree, whoever you want, really, to be honest. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys want to see more tutorials like this. Just you know, say it in the chat. Don't be shy. I know you guys are shy, scared of me. I'm not a monster, okay? I'm actually a very good looking rock. But that's about it. Take care, much love, and well, see you later.